Recently, I was speaking to a prospect and she came to me with a problem that she was having, and she asked me for advice on how I would deal with it. She'd taken a role within a very large hotel chain and she was heading up the sales and marketing department. She said that they have an existing agency that they're working with and that they're the market leader for their industry, and they're managing a very huge ad spend and multiple campaigns running across a number of different channels. She knows me and my team at Visibility, and she'd be interested to work with us in the future in some capacity, but she was presenting me with a very specific question and she wanted to know what I thought about it. So her question was, coming into the company, how do I even begin to understand whether or not the agency we've been working with for the best part of 10 years is actually doing a good job? I've got a massive report, she said, and I don't understand the numbers and the rationale for the strategy. I literally don't know where to begin to manage them and to push the strategy to the next level. She asked me how I would deal with that, and this is the response that I gave to her, so I thought I would share that with you. Firstly, when looking at the report, it's really hard to know whether the metrics that you're looking at are good or not. It's often easy to try to compare those numbers with another company that you've worked for previously or an ad account that you've managed or seen. But really, that's like comparing apples with pears. It's just simply not the right way to do it. For me, the best is to understand the numbers over time and evaluate them that way. Cost per click, cost per conversion, and number of clicks. These metrics on their own don't really provide marketing and sales managers with enough information to know whether or not the campaigns are successful or not. So here's what I would do. Take a look at today's numbers. What do we have? How do all of the numbers stack up? What do we want them to be? Ask your agency what they would like the numbers to be and why exactly. Once you've got those targets to aim for, you can then ask them to provide actionable work that they plan to do over the next 2 months. So key things to ask your agency are, how do you plan to adjust the website, the offer, the messaging, the creatives, and the marketing funnel? And what feedback can you give across all of these areas already to improve? And how are we going to test something new? Then in 2 months' time, let's review the numbers and see whether or not we've achieved them. And if we haven't achieved them, ask your agency why they think that they haven't achieved them. Evaluate their response and create a new set of tasks to complete for the coming months. Ultimately, you need to try to figure out whether your agency is open to change, whether they're testing new strategies or not, and if they have enough budget to do both of those things that I've just discussed. So it's all about giving enough freedom to your agency so that they push the strategy forward to achieve your goals whilst holding them accountable to their own suggestions and plans. Your agency should be motivated to continuously improve these metrics. And if they're not motivated, then you need to begin to see how you can motivate them, whether or not you actually should, or whether you think it's actually just the time to change agencies. A great solution to the problem that we've just discussed is to request an external audit of your campaigns. Now, whether that's paid ads or any other campaign work that you have running, getting a second opinion is a great way to see whether your agency is doing a good job, whether they've missed anything, and to discover what they need to do to take your strategy to the next level. This type of approach will help to motivate your existing agency. It's not always right to switch agencies. There's lots of value that could be lost in simply changing, and it's your job as a marketing and sales manager to manage the agency and get the most out of them and try to get the best results essentially for your money. My biggest takeaway is this. If you're not a marketing person, then focus on the numbers. Care less about the details and find ways to encourage your agency to continuously improve those figures, which will ultimately lead to a better bottom line. If you're looking for a way to hold your agency accountable, a great example of this type of audit would be a conversion tracking audit. Conversion tracking is the eyes and ears of your paid advertising campaigns, and if it's not built correctly, then you're certainly losing budget and opportunities. This type of project will reveal pretty quickly whether your existing agency have missed major errors which could be affecting and is likely affecting your performance. So if you're worried that it might be a problem area for you, then I have a solution. My agency, Visibility, works with businesses every day to solve their paid ads problems. I'll leave a link in the description for you to request a free ads audit. Thanks very much for listening. I hope you found that useful. Please do me a favor and click subscribe, and also follow me over on Instagram and on LinkedIn as well. Have a great day.